Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Dino action after the reset, November 1st. This is going to be one of the most interesting, exciting, and explosive lists tonight. There is going to be some absolutely fantastic action. This list kind of building upon simply playing Ghalta by playing lots of other big, powerful, somewhat cheap dinos here. Wayward Swordtooth potentially coming down for cheap, ramping us, playing multiple lands, and also being able to play Ghalta a bit easier with that, and the potential of that turn 3 hasty Ghalta. But tonight features another card that can help power out Ghalta on turn 3. Not hasty, unfortunately, but I just felt like going extra, super all in tonight with the potential of seeing the queen early and often, that's for sure. Whoa, Raptor Hatchling, one of the all-stars if you want to see Ghalta out. You combine Raptor Hatchling with Marauding Raptor, boom, you're sitting at 10 total reduction. Let's say it comes to turn 3. You've got 3 lands out, Raptor Hatchling in hand, and Ghalta as your only 2 cards. Raptor Hatchling, play it for 1 red due to Marauding Raptor's cost reduction. It enters, Marauding Raptor pings it, kills it. Then the token enters, Marauding Raptor pings that. So Marauding Raptor has pinged 2 dinosaurs, sitting at 6 power temporarily, plus 1 reduction. Total of 7 reduction right there. Then that token is sitting there, 3 power, 3 plus 7, 10, boom, with your other 2 lands because you only used 1 red just now. Ghalta for 2. Man, if they can't answer that, that's going to be scary. Not a whole lot of stuff is dropping a 12-12 on turn 3. And not a whole lot has the chance to give it haste, although that does require a total of 8 cards. So it's quite a bit harder to do. The Raptor Hatchling plus Marauding Raptor to get Ghalta only requires 3 lands and those 3 creatures, so it's actually quite a bit more doable than the other scenarios. But having all of those, maybe combining them in different ways, this is probably the most consistent list so far to see the queen. Now there could be some cards that help me search for Ghalta, search for a legendary creature, because even with 4 copies, I don't see her nearly as often as I would like. Pretty crazy to say. Some games I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting to see the queen. So I could see adding something that helps dig for a big creature at the very least. Fierce Empath, of course, I've used before. Tuna Green Elf Scout. Pretty sure it's an Elf Scout. When it enters the battlefield, we get to search our library for a creature with a mana value of 6 or greater. Now at the moment with this list tonight, it is only Ghalta starting out. Of course, we could bring in Carnage Tyrant, which I was using previously, the previous few nights, quite a bit. I just need to make space for tonight's new re-edition of Raptor Hatching, increasing the chance of seeing the queen, which we're almost guaranteed to see her tonight. Otherwise, everything's pretty much the same. We got the ley line of combustion, which has helped a decent amount. Whenever one of our permanents, us or one of our permanents, becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, we ping the opponent for 2. Hopefully we can stack a couple of these, maybe seeing 2 ley lines in our opening hand. Get to put them right on the battlefield for free, which is extra satisfying and really makes things painful. But switching out Ripjaw Raptor with the enrage of whenever it's dealt damage we draw a card, I want to bring something else also drawing a card, and also kind of similar to Leyline of Combustion. Whenever one of our creatures is targeted, we get something good happening. Shaper's Sanctuary is it. It's a permanent, it's costs 1 green, so similar to Commune with Dinosaurs there. It's very nice to have another turn 1 play, or I may just switch out Commune with Dinosaurs with Shaper's Sanctuary here. We'll see how things feel, but just upping the good stuff that happens when they all but certainly target our guys with removal and answers and painful things. Going to be a couple painful moments tonight, but like I said, stick with it. It's going to be fun. Awesome. I say we jump right into the action, and yeah, hopefully we don't get caught out moving shifting Ceratops to the sideboard just to make space for things. Hopefully we don't face too much mono blue. Not having shifting Ceratops against that deck is, well, a recipe for disaster, I would say. Man, that gets painful quick. Whew. We got a slim chance, a Blast Zone in the main board, so we could pop that to take out all their spirits that have a mana value of 1 and maybe buy us a time, a chance. Ooh, that could be good. We're not going first, but we got 4 lands, we got Huntmasters. Very good chance to accelerate out something. Oh, mono red goblins. Might be feeling the pain of missing Anger of the Gods. For the most part, it's felt like I've had enough big things that I just slam that stuff, and even a deck like this, lots of little creatures. Slamming big guys does the trick. Plow right through them, plow over them, do so much damage. They got a block with a bunch. They're left with not much, and then we just continue the amazing and awesome onslaught that is about to happen. Now we got to play Topiary Stomper, unfortunately. We could go Huntmaster, but there could be a slim chance. No, we got to go Topiary. We can go the second Topiary next turn plus Ghalta if Huntmaster survives, which I think there's a pretty good chance. This is not Rakdos Goblins, so they don't have black in there to cheat something out of the graveyard, give it a death touch counter, and then whenever it deals damage, it just simply kills the creature. 1 damage on Ghalta normally wouldn't kill her, but when that thing has death touch, it spells death, doom, destruction. Now, are we dead? Well, not quite. They couldn't attack with the tokens, which is nice. So I think we bought ourselves enough time. Hopefully, but yeah, definitely Ghalta. We can go Ghalta and Raptor Hatchling, actually, which is pretty cool. Boom. Raptor Hatchling is going to be absolutely fantastic as a blocker against this Goblin deck. Man, that's a lot of damage. Raptor Hatchling is just going to feel absolutely bad. We'll block the Foundry Street Denizen. It would be nice to trade with that. Take it out. I don't think they would attack with much. They'd probably want to save some guys to block next turn. Definitely Raptor Hatchling is going to feel bad. Play a bunch of goblins with haste and maybe still die. The Denizen there, he's not attacking. Or that 1/1. Oh, good stuff. Well, we'll go Huntmaster if we need to use it as a blocker with a... Never mind. We went second and we still won against Mono Red Goblins, which can be very painful, but they don't have a whole lot of interaction. It's mainly just slamming goblins, similar to this list. We're slamming dinos. We don't need Leyline or Shaper's Sanctuary because they won't be targeting our stuff very much. Shifting Ceratops with the trample could be pretty good, but well, I like it as is. Hey, that Raptor Hatchling, that might help do the trick. Maybe we don't have Marauding Raptor out, so we're not getting the ping on Raptor Hatchling plus the ping on the token to really up the total power. But as a chump blocker, Raptor Hatchling is pretty fantastic. Let's see what Commune gets us. Hopefully a Marauding. Oh, I like that Marauding. If all goes well, we are sitting on a turn 3 hasty Ghalta if we get her. We didn't send a copy to the bottom, so there's a pretty good chance here, folks. This might be the game we do it. Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, if I pull this off, I want to pull it off at least once tonight. We got a playset of everything we need to do that. No, I am not blocking. That Fanatical Firebrand would tap to deal the final point of damage to take out Otepec Huntmaster and forward. Shoot. Well, it's not in, but we're going to be dropping a lot of good stuff. All our lands, actually, which is quite fantastic. Yep. Wayward Swordtooth, boom. Almost getting to 10 permanents here. Ping it. You know you wanna. I mean, just seeing this particular scenario, even though it's not Ghalta, that's a lot of nasty power. My goodness. That was sweet. Next turn, I think all should go well. Regisaur Alpha would get us to that 10 permanent threshold just with Regisaur itself, but say they took out Huntmaster. Regisaur is 2 permanents in 1 with the token, so we'll still get to 10. Okay, that's all right. I thought they might do that, but we got rid of 1 goblin. We're still in a very good position. 2 tokens, not so bad. They don't have the Skirk Prospector, which they can sacrifice a goblin to temporarily add a red mana and just power out a lot of nasty stuff. Hopefully they don't have removal. Like I said, we still get to 10. And we still have 1 left over for boom, marauding. I say we just attack with absolutely everything. Those tokens have to block. 1 will probably block this temporarily at 1 toughness and this marauding. Makes sense, but that's still a lot of... Oh, yeah. I would stop myself taking 8 as well. And we still have Regisaur Alpha to block, which is quite fantastic. We could stop Krenko if they don't have enough to take out Regisaur. Let's do it. See if they have something that deals 1 or 2. I'd be okay with that. I figured as much. Hey, it's a land. That's alright. Maximum damage is where it's at. I'm happy to take out Krenko. Oh, everything on marauding. Okay. I would imagine the Wayward Swordtooth here being 5/5s. That's got to be enough of a scary thing. Den of the Bugbear. Rundevelt. Okay. Well, they take at least 3. Both Rundevelt and that token have to block. And we got Topiary Stomper now, which will have vigilance after we play this Rootbound Crag. They'll exile 2 cards because 2 goblins died due to Rundevelt's ability. So they get a little bit of advantage here. But I still don't see it being enough. Bam. There we go. We got that Topiary for a nice, fantastic blocker with vigilance. Not having to tap is lovely stuff against a deck like this. Boom. Go first, go second. Sometimes we bring the beat down. As we certainly did in that match. My goodness. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic way to start off tonight. Hopefully it continues. It's pretty cool. It's always satisfying facing something that doesn't have a whole lot of interaction for our stuff. It's probably a pretty good chance that they're not doing something as big and massive and powerful as this particular list is, so we should have a very good chance to just run right through and right over whoever it is. Ooh, that could be good. We can't go turn 1 Commune, but we will have 2 untapped on turn 2. If we can draw a 3rd land, we'll really be off to the races. Not quite. But we got the key Huntmaster. We still get to go marauding next turn when they kill Huntmaster. I think that's all but guaranteed. No, they don't. Okay, interesting. Marauding? You know what? I feel like double marauding. Maybe they have a counter spell for him. Double marauding. I bet one of them is going to die. I want to make sure I start off next turn with one. Something bad's going to happen. They both might die. Oh, okay, there's the make disappear. So we had two. We could have paid this tax, but... well, we'll deal a little bit of damage. Did mess us up a little bit there. Sometimes Blast Zone has done that. You can see at the moment I absolutely need only green. It's a little bit awkward at times, but having 20 sources for green I still think is good enough. Well, we'll search for it with Commune. I hope. Phew. Rockfall. Karplusan. No, we can't go Rootbound Crag. We don't have a mountain or forest. Luckily, I double checked. Bet they'll counter this. Oh, they don't. Very, very good. I think Marauding might still die, but we'll swing with both stuff. Maybe it's rogues or ninjas or... okay. Well, they used up removal from Marauding. That's all right by me. And we know they don't have a fatal push because they've got a source of black at the moment. They would have killed Huntmaster long. Ah, the sensors. Bunch of counter spells. Dimir control. Somewhat traditional Dimir control, I would imagine. We should be pretty safe with the amount of land. Hey, there's the fatal push. We know that's the only fatal push they have. They may have drawn two in that scenario, but I don't think so. Potential to get to 7 next turn. Drawing a land. Actually, we couldn't get to 7. Commune. Oh, there's Ghalta. 3. We still wouldn't be able to play her. But we'll search for our land for the turn. Yeah. Rockfall Vale. And hope they don't counter this. Okay, good stuff. Maybe they don't have any counter spells. They're waiting for, you know, something bigger and nastier to land. It doesn't seem like they can do a whole lot to that Topiary Stomper with anything. They could sweep us, maybe. I imagine that would be in the sideboard coming in for Elf Narset. Hopefully it's not too bad. I could get some removal for 2 and still be able to play it. Another Narset is welcome indeed. Wow. Appreciative for sure. But we're trying for the queen here, folks. Oh, that is lovely stuff. Go all out. Maximum aggression. Take them down so low that if they have removal and they use it on Ghalta, 2 Topiaries still would do the trick. I'll probably put a charge counter on this Blast Zone here, although they have Field of Ruin. I could see them using it, but they have to find removal for Ghalta and a Topiary Stomper. 2 pieces. That March of Wretched Sorrow is going to be pretty hard to play to remove her. That can't get Ghalta. They'd have to play another Narset and hope for something for 2, but then they wouldn't have enough dead. I think we got him here. It's got to be difficult. Otwara, okay, well, that's... oh, then the march to take out the Topiary. Hey, Misty, how's it going? How's it going? 40 minutes, my goodness. Okay, I can see that, yeah. That's pretty crazy. 40 minutes. Wow. It's understandable. It is something quite special. Everybody wants in on history. Oh, they gotta find something for 2. Backs against the wall. If they don't get it here... Oh boy. Yes. Boom. Misty, you joined at the right time. My goodness. Comparing order number, huh? A specific foil of the... Ooh. Interesting, interesting. I bet there's probably some specific cards from that set, from versions of the set or specific print runs that are coming out right now that they've produced. We're going to learn in months' time, maybe years' time, that one certain card, maybe it was printed differently, or like you say, is just rarer for whatever reason. Something's going to be big. Something is going to be very, very expensive. It's quite exciting, actually, I think. I won't be buying much of it. Maybe if it was a dinosaur, but against this list, though, Dimir Control. Lots of counter spells. We need Shifting Ceratops, Carnage Tyrant. Actually, I guess we don't need it a whole lot. We still got the job done. I'm going to go with just Shifting. I'll cut Raptor Hatchling. 3 Raptor Hatchlings. Oh, man, the Chrome Mox, all of that stuff was absolutely fantastic. Chrome Mox, though, man, beautiful. I'll have to keep my eye out when Lost Caverns of Ixalan releases about a year's time from now. I'm going to be interested if they have some limited edition Dino stuff. But Chrome Mox certainly would be up there for just about anybody, I imagine. Counter to Censor. Gotta try for it. There's probably a pretty good chance they have more than just Censor in their hand. Could have maybe done Domri. Could have tried for Wayward, but I'm going to try for Marauding next turn. I think Misty, I think that is a pretty good idea. I think they may do something with fossils, maybe waiting till another sort of dinosaur theme set, but they got flip cards. Fossils, digging up something, it becomes maybe a zombie dinosaur similar to Rotting Regisaur there, but maybe just a dinosaur. It's revived, and revived means just flip it over, kind of similar to Pokemon. If you know that, you can take fossils to certain places, get them brought back. Wayward and Marauding. We got an odd and an even costed creature. I like it. Then we're able to play Blast Zone as well. If they go Extinction Event next turn, I think they might, but an Extinction Event just to take out a Marauding Raptor doesn't seem good. It doesn't seem like they'll do that. Okay. Still an Extinction Event to take out only a Wayward, and we're still well a ways away from 10 permanents. But yeah, something to do with fossils. They got to have limited edition things. Of course, they will have extended art versions of the dinosaurs that are coming out, because there's extended art stuff in every set nowadays. Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan was before they started doing those things, unfortunately. We might not get it done this match. They got lots of good removal. We can go Domri plus Wayward Swordtooth next turn, which would really get us up power-wise. Although they got the nasty Rona's Vortex, which they can't kick, so that's pretty good. Commune, search for our land. Oh, good stuff. Hope they don't have a counter spell for this guy. Probably waiting for Rona's to bounce him, I would imagine. I hope. It would be nice to get Wayward Swordtooth next turn. Nuts. That's okay. They're still down quite a bit in cards. Extinction Event, not doing a whole lot for them. Pretty much dead for sure. Oh, Scavenger. Hey, you can't counter land. At least we will hopefully get Wayward down. I would imagine Rona's Vortex is going to kick it to the bottom, unfortunately. They're worried about something. They're really cycling for, I guess, removal on Wayward. I mean, if they don't take it out, it's going to be painful. They're probably waiting until I drop Ghalta. We'll get that Rona's Vortex out of the way, certainly. Gets us to 10 permanents, actually, for Wayward. Combustion Time, Paul, yes. It is. It certainly is. That's okay. We met the requirement of 10 permanents for Wayward. The Ascension, how it works is it just sticks around even if we drop below 10 permanents later on, as we've just done right now. We still get to use Wayward Swordtooth for as long as we want. Any future Wayward Swordtooths get to attack and block as well. So 3 for a 5/5 is very good. Very good, I say. Extinction Event, not too bad. We've got Huntmaster, which is even. And again, Wayward Swordtooth, which is odd. I like it. Maybe they don't have a whole lot of removal for Wayward, I hope. Ooh, that is expensive. Look at that, guys. They paid a total of 6 to get rid of Wayward Swordtooth and gain... Okay, I guess a bunch of life. That's all right, but still, that's a very expensive removal. My goodness. Pretty much any Dino we could play, other than Ghalta with Huntmaster. Commit. Memory, that's not going to be fun. And they can play it too. We'll go with Blast Zone. We'll get maybe one of the Blast Zones powered up to 6 charge counters, because I imagine, well, a Shark Typhoon is coming down at some point. I'll chip away with Huntmaster. Watch out. That one damage. Scary stuff. Sneaks up on you. Memory Deluge is not going to be a pretty sight. The commit memory is a very painful stuff. For 3 and a blue instant speed, they can put a spell or permanent into its owner's library second from the top. So when we try to cast a creature or a spell, whatever it is, while it's on the stack, even if it can't be countered, commit can put it back to the library. They do have Field of Ruin, yes. We got to keep that in mind. So maybe I jinxed myself saying Shark Typhoon, but they can't take out Blast Zone yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can put on 4. Might as well. Get to 5. Of course, I imagine Field of Ruin next turn is going to be popping to take it out, but let's try for it. Going to be painful. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Actually, I can just take out Narset with Huntmaster. I've often been caught out. Good, okay. Isaac, I'm glad you met. Okay, that's going to be painful with the commit memory. Hopefully I don't get caught out. But yeah, this one, definitely get it to 3 to take her out, because that's going to be painful. The memory part, for anybody that doesn't know, Aftermath, they play that part from the graveyard, and each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards. But with Narset out, we wouldn't draw 7 cards, we would draw 1, and that is well, you know what that calls for. It's happened to me too many times. They can only go commit. They can't go commit and memory this turn. So we should be pretty safe with that blast zone. Maybe Field of Ruin wants to pop and take out the blast zone. That's at 3. We shall see. But we'll try for Wayward Swordtooth. Maybe that draws out the commit there. Oh, wait. See what they do. I don't imagine they would use memory, but they've got 2 shark tokens, and that might just do it anyways. I'll see what happens. Maybe we can catch them out by popping Blast Zone while memory is on the stack. Surprise them by drawing a bunch, but yeah, I think these tokens might just do it. We don't have Carnage Tyrant in. We didn't bring Carnage Tyrant in to protect against this sort of stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to be kind of rough, to say the least. They'll make another big one with memory, whatchamacallit. I'm going to keep everything as is. I was saying Carnage Tyrant, but I'm on the play. Try and go as fast as possible. We took them down once already, so if we can stick a couple key things, stuff with cost reduction to have a little bit left over, be able to pay for any additional costs if they have counter spells that want us to pay 1, an extra 2, something like that. Oh, God. Cross your fingers, cross your claws. I mentioned this in the beginning. Bringing in Raptor Hatchling opens up the potential for turn 3 Ghalta. Like, oh, no fatal push, no fatal push, no fatal push. That's bound to happen. I don't think Marauding Raptor was going to live too long. We gave it a honest effort. Would have been cool. It's to be expected. Great removal like that. If they don't have it though, I mean, you're staring down a 12-12 on turn 3. You better have something big and powerful for that. My goodness. Okay, Topiary. Well, we're ticking up the lands, ticking up the bodies, I hope. Good stuff. Topiary Stomper, not too scary. I think for the most part, they let something like Topiary resolve, and we get the land, we get the increased power. Just the fact it can't attack or block is not so threatening early on. That might be the detriment to the opponent. Topiary sometimes might be the thing that gets us the queen, eventually. Which we can't play yet, but I imagine Commune will get us Marauding. Will Marauding... Oh, okay. Oof. Next turn, something good might happen. They gotta sweep and they gotta take out somebody. Probably Marauding, I would imagine. Shadow's Verdict is good. Yeah. You know what? Let's not concede quite yet. Even though that was very nasty. Shadow's Verdict does the trick. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with a mana value 3 or less from the battlefield and from the graveyard. Oh, okay. There we go. I mean, we got a bunch of lands. Hopefully it sticks. Okay, we're back on the board. And we got a swing in with the token. Interesting. They don't have anything at instant speed that could take a Regisaur or the token. Ah, okay. They just drew that power word kill. Good. From using Cling to Dust, exiling a card, gaining 3 life, or drawing a card, I should say. Yeah, definitely short on the removal side of things. I suspected they had something that would want us to pay a little bit extra. We certainly had enough when we played Regisaur Alpha there for Make Disappear. We had at least 3 extra, and Make Disappear only wants us to pay an extra 2, so that's why we were able to do it like we did it. I imagine they'll make Hive of the Eye Tyrant a creature, though. I want as much power as possible if we get another copy of the Queen. That's a big shark. We actually would like shifting Ceratops at this point. Ooh. Lands upon lands. We're not quite dead yet, but it's actually Hall of the Storm Giants. That's going to do us in. Hive has Menace, yes, so Hive would be hitting us along with that massive shark. That's all right. Gaia's Gift. Oh, I could see Gaia's Gift. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's Gaia's Gift. Pretty sure I know the one you're talking about. Gaia's Gift. I'll just type in gift and see if that brings it up. Gift, gift, gift. Not collected. I don't know if Shatterskull? Oh, Shatterskull could be an option, yeah. Eat my veggies, eat my salad, but doesn't look like Gaia's Gift is legal in Explorer. Maybe in Historic. Maybe I'll just check the collection and see about it, but yeah, Shatterskull. I'll definitely keep it in mind, but I really valued the green. Commune with dinosaurs requiring green, Wayward Swordtooth and Topiary Stomper oftentimes only needing green or only requiring green, and then the red sometimes is a little bit awkward, at least with this variation, I feel. Gaia's Gift. Yeah, I'm not seeing Gaia's Gift here. Oh yeah, definitely keep 1 mountain for Topiary. Yeah, I think I can be persuaded to do that. Even though I like... Okay, let's do it. If I had something else that was grabbing basic lands, definitely I'd still up it. But 5 probably should be enough still for Topiary Stomper. If we happen to get 2 copies, maybe we've played a basic land before playing Topiary Stomper. That should do. That should do. Yeah, Misty, I don't think Gaia's Gift is on here, unfortunately. Oh, it would help if I spelt it right. My goodness. Righty, I'm eating my veggies. Isaac, this one's for you. But definitely I would always keep 1 mountain. Like you say, for Topiary Stomper, in a pinch, if I need that extra source of red, I can grab it. Similar to if I ever bring in a 3rd color, white, black, whatever it is, bring that single swamp, single plains. Topiary Stomper saves me quite a bit. I think we could work with this. We got 2 sources of green for Topiary Stomper. I'm going to risk it. Plenty of lands, definitely a good chance to... should see the 3rd one. Hopefully. Even if it's a colorless, of course, we'll still be able to go Topiary Stomper, grabbing that mountain. Going to be a pretty explosive start for mono-white aggro, it seems. Go with the Stomping Ground. There's the third land, luckily. Hopefully it's enough to make something happen. Domri with the fighting. We'll try and take out somebody. Boros Knights. Oh, interesting. Gonna hold off on that Boseiju though. Could have sworn there was. Felt like there was. Gaia's. Oh, what is it? Gaia's. Something Gaia's. It's on the tip of my tongue. Maybe I should have started with Gaia's. No, not intervention. Yeah, this is good aggression from them. Ooh, giant killer. Well, we still got our benefit from Topiary Stomper, but that's kind of painful. Man, a lot of stuff at one. If we get the Blast Zone, that is going to be devastating for them. But we don't have enough to get her done. But pretty much everything there costs one. So we're definitely hoping for that thing. And because all those knights and stuff, they were so low, the Shatterskull Smashing Isaac that I did just bring in could be pretty good. I wouldn't need to sink a whole lot of mana into Shatterskull to take out two things. Very satisfying. Not a whole lot of interaction with Leyline of Combustion or Shaper's Sanctuary. We don't need these things, that's for sure. Keep it as is. Hopefully things go noticeably faster than the previous game. I'm definitely prioritizing that Blast Zone. Maybe upping the total number of Blast Zone. Again, putting some more into the sideboard just in case we face something aggressive. Since I am not using a sweeper, a normal sweeper. I want to have a little bit of protection against the fantastic aggression a deck like this brings. This should be good. The Shatterskull? I'll hold off just in case, you know, we gotta remove some little knights. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. We got the Rockfall Vale, so we can still continue to hold on to this Shatterskull Smashing. Interesting. We're certainly not blocking with Huntmaster. Oh, we just keep getting lands upon lands. We could almost see Ghalta next turn, depending what we draw. If everything lines up, that might happen. Marauding Raptor would do it. Marauding for 2. Total of 3 reduction, the 2 power and the 1 cost reduction. We'll see. If we can get Ghalta next turn, we'll be off to the races. Ooh, Raptor Hatchling. Doesn't quite do it, but we do get Regisaur Alpha, and then next turn, Hasty Ghalta. That is going to be good. Regisaur Alpha alone is going to be absolutely devastating for their aggression. Now, attacking-wise, I say we just attack with everything. Oh no, we're open. Maybe they attack us with lots of stuff, but that might not be the case. I think we got a pretty good chance here. That knight doesn't have vigilance, although they could give haste to everybody. Okay. Good stuff. Oh, and we got Blast Zone. Well, we're playing Ghalta, that's for sure. Boom. Done, I hope. They could have maybe some removal for her. I think popping Blast Zone is going to be quite nice. Let's do it. We take out one of the Venerable Knights, I think. That's okay. Put a counter on one of those things. Nah, all right. Maximum aggression it is. Ooh, giant killer is pretty good. Down to 3. Oh, well, they got us. Yeah. Giant killer does the trick. Hope for the best, but certainly is flavorful. Ghalta is giant, and that killer did the trick. Ouch. Nuts. Maybe I could add some protection to the sideboard. That was one of the maybe glaring weaknesses and holes. Yeah, I can see that, Isaac. We had lots of stuff to block next turn, even with them getting powered up by History of Benalia. Yeah. Right, Zrel. Oof, that's a keeper. I like it. Plenty of lands. Regisaur Alpha. Ghalta. Definitely has to be Rockfall Vale. I almost missed that. We wouldn't have had a Source of Red untapped on turn 2 to be able to do this. Could be fight rigging. I've faced a fight rigging deck. Oh, John Stomp. Beta push. That's okay. We got enough lands. We can go Topiary Stomper this turn. Get to 4. We'll be at 5 next turn for Regisaur. The turn after that. Pretty good chance we slam Ghalta. Oh boy. Oh, this is looking pretty nice. Let's just do it. Even if they took out Regisaur Alpha, we still would have enough to cast Ghalta. Even if they just took, well, if they took out the token, Ghalta would have haste. Ah, nuts. Ghalta's going goodbye. Shoot. Ruined our fun. That's okay. We'll see what Commune gets us. Topiary Stomper. I want to get to 7 lands. Oh, hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm still able to play Topiary Stomper here. Boom. That's still quite nice. Oh, done. Still. Even when you get rid of the queen, the good Dino underlings back her up. Do the trick. Now, this is the deck I'm really feeling Leyline of Combustion against. Big time. Still haven't decided exactly what I'll mostly switch out Leyline for. Thinking Commune with Dinosaurs. Maybe Huntmaster. Yeah, let's do Huntmaster. Very good chance that's going to die. We saw the Bone Crusher Giant with the Stomp and then plus the Fatal Pushes and nasty stuff. It's not a good sight. Not at all. Still keep Wayward and Topiary. Even though Carnage Tyrant would be pretty satisfying. Especially keeping Wayward Swordtooth because we've got Shaper's Sanctuary, which is a permanent, and Leyline of Combustion. Both of those things could really help get us to 10 permanents. It's not super fast, but it's not super bad either. 4 lands, 2 copies of the Queen. Blast Zone could be helpful. They have a bunch of cheap stuff. Hey, at least we have a turn 2 play with this guy. Questing Beast. We can't block Questing Beast with Raptor Hatchling. Oh, a 3rd Ghalta. Well, we'll go with Wayward. Play Boseiju. Hopefully get to 5 next turn. Questing Beast 4 damage. I mean, it's a lot, but it could be worse. Not getting to Ghalta. Shapers would have been nice a little bit early on. We'll try for it. See what happens. I bet they're going to leave Raptor Hatchling alone. Well, maybe not. We don't have too many turns left, though. Okay, we got something. Never mind. That's the painful part, not having enough forests and mountains to consistently have Rootbound Crag come into play. Untapped. 4 forests, 1 mountain, and Stomping Ground. A total of 9 lands that would help it. Everything else, unfortunately, not so helpful. But I feel like cutting Shapers. Bringing in Huntmaster, we're on the play. If we get the chance to pop off, we pop off and we get her done. Oh, I'm keeping that. We got 3 lands. We got the ley line of combustion. Absolutely, that is going to be good. Go through Rootbound Crag. We don't have a mountain or a forest in our hands, so that's definitely what needs to happen. Base again. If we get Ghalta, eventually we can play her. That's going to be pretty cool. If we have the 2 Waywards down, that's 10 reduction right there. Commune with spirits, huh? Interesting. Well, we'll go for another Wayward. Just keep attacking them. Hopefully get to that 5th land next turn for Regisaur. If we do get a 5th land, we'll get to 10 permanents, turning on the Wayward Swordtooths. Oh, okay. Not so bad. Don't quite do it, unfortunately. Next turn we'll do it. And if we get all 3 Waywards going, oh, that's going to be painful for them. Guess they might swing with the Spellbreaker. Yeah, okay. We'll get a 3/3 token. That's not so bad. Maybe they'll still use Fatal. Oh. Boom. Good stuff. Ooh. All out. Actually, just the Waywards. Actually, the tokens too. Questing Beast has to block somebody nasty. Paradise Druid as well, perhaps. Heartless Act? Okay. That's still a decent chunk of damage. I think we're mostly safe with Regisaur to block. But they could have Embercleave as well, which would certainly finish us off. Yes. Okay, well, we're still alive. That's good. They won't be attacking with the Spellbreaker, that's for sure. I like Leyline of Combustion. Now they'll never target anybody. At the very least, it would take them down to 1. This is going to be fun. Sit back and relax, I think. Hope for Ghalta. Or another ley line of combustion. If it's any removal that makes them lose life, they would instantly die. Certainly we would trade with the... Oh, okay. Down to 1. Ghalta, you could do it. Oh, it's not Ghalta, but... It's the land getting us to 6, hopefully getting to 7. We still get to play. Oh, okay. All right. Good stuff. Phew. I was getting a little bit worried there, seeing 3 Wayward Swordtooths and not having them turned on, but we were so close to 10. I held out hope, and we persevered. Beautiful stuff. Oh, there's the worthy opponent. Ajo. That's a keeper. Oh boy, oh boy. Could be a little bit risky. We got the turn 1 source of green with Stomping Ground there. Which, going back to turn 1 sources of green for Commune, maybe turn Timber Symbiosis. Could be good. Switching out Shatter Skull Smashing. Although I know, Shatter Skull, in a pinch, it has worked fantastically for me. I keep saying I should probably always use at least 1 copy in every list. I don't always do that, but Isaac, you keep me honest. Oh, that's looking nice. Wayward next turn. Ooh. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, but oh my. I love it. Boom. We can't play Regisaur Alpha, but if we had Ghalta, we would have the Queen. Still swinging for 4 is quite decent, I say. Man, we were so close. Oh, almost had her. That's alright. Blood Sun. Oh, we got Ghalta to kill them. Boom. Look at that. Absolutely devastating. 16 exactly lethal. Lights out on the Jeskai stuff that they were doing. It's Jeskai Lotus Field. Whenever Lotus Field enters the battlefield, a land with hexproof, you have to sacrifice 2 other lands. And Lotus Field taps for 3 mana of any 1 color, I believe. But Blood Sun, all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. So it turns off the sacrifice part of Lotus Field. The fact that it comes into play tapped, very nasty. We did exactly what we had to do right there. But we still got to go fast. Big, fast, mean. They'll probably be targeting us quite a bit. Commune to increase consistency is always nice, but I feel like they're going to be shooting us down with the removal the extra removal they brought in from the sideboard. Leyline feels pretty good. Definitely Raptor Hatching. I'll switch out Raptor Hatching for Shaper's Sanctuary. I think for the most part I'll do that. Whenever I'm bringing in Shapers, take out Raptor Hatching. If I'm on the play, have all the fast stuff there. Huntmaster, Raptor Hatching, just to increase the chance of seeing something big and nasty early as much as possible. That's also very good hand. If they take out Huntmaster, we still get to go Topiary, getting us to 5 lands on turn 4, because we got 4 already here. Ooh, another Wayward though. If we draw some more lands, I might go Wayward Swordtooth on turn 3 instead. We'll see. We'll see if Huntmaster is still alive. We could possibly go both Wayward Swordtooth. Okay, I think that's what we have to do. Oh, yeah. Double Wayward Swordtooth. We have so many lands. Yep, big time. I think I'm going to go with Shatter Skull Smashing. Yeah, that's nice. They could sweep us here, unfortunately, but if they don't, it might be nice. They only have 3 left. Maybe they'll counter somebody. We're at 10 permanents, which is very good. 7 lands as well. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper next turn, but we'll try our best, do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. They have to sweep us or they die, which is a pretty good feeling. They're going to get rid of everything. Yep, last ditch effort. Oh boy. Hey, that's alright. We don't have Shifting Ceratops, which actually, now that I think about it, Shifting Ceratops would have been the thing, the ticket. Well, try playing bodies as we get them, hope for the best. But I imagine something that gives hexproof indestructible, Tameo safekeeping for 1 green, of course. Always lovely, instant speed. Very nice. Oh, 4 Blood Suns. That's pretty much completely redundant. When it enters the battlefield, they draw a card, I guess. But you don't really need more than 1. Boseiju. Don't exactly need that. I imagine they have something for marauding. They're waiting, pretending like they don't. Maybe trying to bluff like they don't. Hard to say. Nah, we'll hold it back. They got something up their sleeve. Wandering Emperor, perhaps. Man, that's a lot of ramp. Lotus Field is scary stuff. Okay, I like the Shapers. Maybe that's going to draw out a counter spell they're holding on to. I'm going to try swinging with Marauding, see what happens. Settle the Wreckage could be a possibility. Maybe they'll use it even on a lone Marauding. Ooh. The Shark Typhoon. It was going to be something painful, unfortunately. Yeah, shifting would have been the ticket. That's not going to do it. Hard to survive through a 6/6 flying shark. The Dream Trawler there would have at least been swinging for 5. When they draw a card, it gets +1/+0. So at the start of their turn in, whenever it attacks, they draw a card. That's going to be 11. 5 of that, they're going to be gaining life, but they also could have had some cycling effects that would also draw them cards, powering up the Dream Trawler even further. But let's go shifting. Raptor Hatchling? Yeah. Maybe Leyline of Combustion isn't as useful as I think it is with this list. Lots of counter spells, just sweepers, which doesn't target our creatures, unfortunately, so I don't think we get as much benefit as I thought from that card. We got to free up space somewhere for all the goodies we just brought in. Keep it like that. I was thinking Carnage Tyrant, but we're on the play. Let's hope for something as explosive or even more explosive than the first game. Oof, I'll stick with that. Not super explosive, but pretty darn good. Topiary Stomper at least for turn 3. Nice, consistent. We got all dual lands. Would have been very sweet to drop that Huntmaster. We still get Topiary, which is good. We're at 4. We could easily get a 5th land next turn for Regisaur. Hopefully they're not dropping Lotus Field next turn, but I think that's all but guaranteed, sadly. Cross your fingers. Well, maybe. They know if they don't do something, something bad is going to happen. Counter spell of some kind. Let's see if Huntmaster draws it out. It doesn't. Let's see if Wayward draws it out. We'll be at 10 permanents, so they might be incentivized to... Maybe they didn't have a counter spell at all. I think they had something for someone, though. Perhaps we could have killed them. Oh, hopefully they don't draw something too... Oh, everything. That makes sense. If they don't draw it, they're dead. Supreme Verdict. I bet they got it. Although they do need sources of... Oh, never mind. I should have seen, yeah. They didn't have a single source of white, so they couldn't have gone Supreme Verdict anyways. They may have drawn a Plains, but I think Supreme Verdict takes 2 white. 1, 2 white, and a blue, I'm pretty sure. But man, nasty, explosive. We've had some pretty fantastic games tonight so far, but the action is about to continue. All right, here we go. Numa U. Ooh. That's a lot of lands, but I think there's a very good chance we draw something that isn't a land, and certainly we'll be able to play it. Big time. Maybe another... Jeskai, or is it spells? Is it Delver? Something that's going to counter Topiary Stomper. Censor. Right? Similar to Censor, Jawari Disruption. Nuts. Well, we'll see what Commune gets us. We certainly have enough to pay for it if they... Try for the Topiary. See if that eats out another Censor. Hopefully that's not the case. Big oh, this is it Gearhulk, Torrential Gearhulk. Flashing a big thing in, big guy to replay an instant or sorcery from their graveyard for free. So that could be dropping this turn. They don't have anything really that would be that good to play, but we gotta keep that in mind, the potential of that. We'll see what this Commune gets. Certainly I wouldn't expect the Gearhulk to counter. They're gonna have something for Regisaur, so we're not playing Regisaur Alpha. Magma Opus. Is it Magma Opus with Torrential Gearhulk? We're done. Gotta be Torrential Gearhulk somewhere in the mix here. They may not have it because they had enough to play it right there. Hopefully they didn't just get Torrential Gearhulk. Oh yeah, okay. This as well. This will get him Torrential Gearhulk. Double Trent. I'm not busting through that. Certainly makes me wish I had Shifting Ceratops to start off with. That's painful. But this specific deck we're facing right now is not common whatsoever. Carnage Turn, lots of counter spells. Can't target Carnage Turn, which is very nice. Trades quite nicely with Torrential Gearhulk being 5 power. Can't even take out Carnage Tyrant. Let's do it. We do gotta cut somebody somewhere though. I feel like we could be explosive enough though. Let's drop Carnage Tyrant and 3 communes to make room for Shifting Ceratops. Magma Opus could draw us a bunch and deal them a bunch with the Leyline of Combustion and Shaper's Sanctuary combo, but I'm going to try just for fast, nasty this turn, this game. Oh, that might do it. If we don't draw any more lands, we definitely will need Shatterskull Smashing down, so we'll go with that for our first land. The Huntmaster as well. This is looking better and better. We got something good next turn at least. Oh. Certainly Marauding. Oh, no, nothing to... We'll go with Topiary Stomper. Get lands stably ramp and get ahead. And then continue to do powerful, hopefully nasty things next turn. Cross your fingers, everything sticks around. At least Marauding. Decent bit of damage here. If everything survives, that is. Okay, that's pretty decent. Down to 7 already. They'll still have to do something pretty quick. It's not exactly lethal next turn. Marauding Pinging Huntmaster there, unfortunately, doesn't increase in power. Indomitable Creativity could be coming down right now. Yep. Nuts. Good old Torrential Gearhulk. Casting Magma Opus. Oh, Sublime Epiphany. To make a copy of Torrential Gearhulk. They draw a card, make a copy, return a permanent. Yeah, that's gotta do it. We could draw Shifting Ceratops next turn though, which might be able to finish things off. Commune with Dinosaurs or Shifting Ceratops would be welcome. We can give Shifting Haste. We do have at least 5 mana if they take out... Well, we'll see what they do. If they want to use 4 for Topiary Stomper, we're only at 5 lands anyways. So it's not too bad. At the very least, Maraudings or Huntmaster will be able to stop some of the aggression from the Gearhulks. Playing it safe, I see. Well, we'll stop 1 Marauding. If we had 2 out, we wouldn't be able to have Shifting Ceratops survive. It would die to both Marauding Raptor pings, a total of 4 damage, unfortunately. That's not shifting. Another Indomitable Creativity or Torrential Gearhulk or something big. Shifting probably would have done it for us the previous turn if we had gotten that. We got a block, that's for sure. Oh, there's the shifting. Okay, that might still work. Let's see. If Huntmaster survives, it could block one Gearhulk, we would still survive. They have exactly lethal now, unfortunately. Right, here's to hoping Huntmaster lives. Huntmaster does not live. Oof. Now sometimes that deck in particular, there's not a whole lot you can do. If you're not quite fast enough and they can get Torrential Gearhulk out very fast. Painful. Hexproof. Something with hexproof would have done the trick there, I think. Nope, keep. Yep, I like it. Boom. We got 3 lands. Source Red for Huntmaster. Wayward Swordtooth plus the Queen. Thoughtseize to get rid of Huntmaster, unfortunately. But at least we still got, 3 lands. Playing the Swordtooth. Still looking. Oh, interesting. I guess they have Fatal Push for Huntmaster here, unfortunately. Gotta be. Stomp. Oh, another thought. Regisaur Alpha, I think, is saying goodbye. Probably. I would expect Regisaur Alpha will be far away from Wayward Swordtooth, turning that on with 10 permanents. Okay. At least we got this guy. Fatal Push, as expected. It's pretty hard to come back from double Thoughtseize and a Fatal Push. But, it's how it is. High risk, high reward. Not quite. Still hold out hope. Get that 5th land, Regisaur. Enough for the Queen. Maybe they're searching for more removal if and when we do get that 5th land and start dropping even more bodies. Our Skull Smashing, yep, we gotta take that action, that's for sure. They don't have anything in hand, which is, I think, pretty good for us. Pretty good for our chances here. We won't attack. They know what's about to happen next turn. At the very least, they gotta take out Regisaur Alpha. Or do something. Oh, another one. Well, we're gonna play this one. We got an option here. We can play Ghalta to get to 10 permanents to turn on Wayward's. Oh, never mind. I was going to show you guys a neat little trick. We were sitting at 9. If we played the second copy of Ghalta, for a split second, we'd be at 10 permanents, turning on Wayward Swordtooth. We'd still have the chance to attack with Ghalta. We would have to sacrifice one, but in a pinch, hey, if she costs 2 and you got multiple copies, maybe that second one is going to get you there for something like Wayward. There's not a whole lot like Wayward, but boom, we persevered through something not fun for anyone. Hey, Cut, how's it going? We're doing pretty good tonight, I would say. We just stayed positive through turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, slowing us down, and we still got it done because we got all this good stuff, and they didn't have much. Rakdos midrange actually has been going pretty good. We have lots of good bodies, and they have a hard time dealing with it, even if they try to slow us down early on. As long as we land those big heavy hitters, pretty decent. But I want, actually, you know what, I want Leyline of Combustion. Ooh, big time. Chip away. Drop Commune. I was thinking of Raptor Hatchling, but that's still potentially pretty nice. Hopefully we see 2 Leyline of Combustions. There was one match today on my break. I started off with 3 Leylines. Didn't really have much mana to play anything else, but that's going to be a keeper. Even without a Leyline. Very nice. Blood Tithe? Okay, so they don't have something untapped. If they have a Fatal Push, we don't have to worry about Marauding dying instantly. We got plenty of lands. We go Topiary or Wayward Swordtooth next turn. As expected, something was going to happen to it. Oh, Topiary, I would say. Actually, Wayward Swordtooth, it's got to be Wayward, yeah. We have plenty of other lands in hand, so the potential of Wayward really seeing a ton of value is there. Shatterskull smashing, though. Isaac, hopefully that shines. Well, I'll discard a copy of Ghalta and Karplusan Forest. We have 4 copies of Ghalta. If we have to decide between her and the land, might as well be her, because there's still a very good chance to see it. Ugh, Topiary. Painful. Well, we don't have much else to do, but whenever they play a creature, we're going to smoke it out of the water. That's not nice. Well, it's pretty hard to stay positive with go blank, Thoughtseize. Nothing much you can do with that. I'll keep playing lands. I might still get it done. Pretty hard to get it done through that, but all staying positive, having a good time. Can't win them all if we do lose this one. Gonna have to do something quick to that graveyard glutton, though. Ooh, don't exactly need that right now. Probably would have been better seeing Commune, switching Commune for Leyline in this instance. Oh, okay, that's good. Pinging them a little bit, chipping away. Hey, we couldn't have played Ghalta anyways, but we're going down pretty low, unfortunately. Ouch. Nothing to discard, that's pretty good. That will definitely do it. Sometimes you draw all lands, sometimes you don't. It's just a fact of life. I'm going to keep it like that. I think if we had gotten that early Leyline, it really would have done the trick against, or when they killed all our stuff. But the double go blank is, so that would be nice. Maybe if I had 2 lands, I might risk it. No. Okay, then that's better. I'm going to send Ghalta to the bottom. Got to be Rootbound Crag just again because we don't have a mountain or a forest, unfortunately. Another turn 1 Thoughtseize. could say Regisaur Alpha going. Actually, probably Shatter Skull Smashing if they were smart. Luckily, they're not. Boom. That was lovely. A goof on their part. They stopped us from getting a land. I like it. Oh, and... well, okay. I was going to say, and we got Wayward Swordtooth, but, well, I mentioned we don't have a mountain or a forest. We did, so we could have gone Wayward. Still might be alright. Now, you know what, let's go with Leyland of Combustion. Couldn't have played an extra land anyways, we didn't have one, and we still might get to 5 next turn for Regisaur. Well, Regisaur is going goodbye, that's for sure. Oh, interesting. I guess not so interesting, we still didn't draw it. 26 lands though, that's definitely enough. Eventually, one day. At the very least, this Blood Tithe Harvester might take out Raptor Hatchling, and we may not have to worry so much about... good stuff, good stuff. We get a body. My. They're all with that aggression. Super aggression. Well, I'll take out Den of the Bugbear. That's a very nice thing to take out. Oh, if we got it. Phew. Not going to attack with them just because we are so low. It would be nice to block Hive with the Eye Tyrant if they turned that on. Gonna have to do something quick. They got Shieldred. That's not so nice. Alrighty. Here goes nothing. We got maybe one more turn. Three. Oh. Down to the wire. That will not do it. No. Sometimes things just don't quite line up as you're hoping. Definitely, I think Hexproof and Indestructible, Tameo Safekeeping, or Heroic Intervention. That's something I want to be exploring, at least after tonight. I was thinking, again, to add it in. Protecting Ghalta, protecting whatever bodies, maintaining that total power to maybe play Ghalta on the following turn, and just continue with the main linear plan that this variation is trying to achieve. Yeah, we've seen it a couple times tonight. Almost saw that turn 3 hasty Ghalta. I think it could be coming up. I'm just going to keep playing this list, I think, and we'll see it a few times here. But definitely making some tweaks for tomorrow night. Oh, all right. We're off to the races. Ricky M.A. Ooh, I like it. I like it indeed. Turn 1 Commune, as always. Very nice. Grab that Marauding Raptor. But could grab Regisaur Alpha or something like that. We're already at 4, and Topiary will get us to 5. Let's do it. Maybe draw a Raptor Hatchling, unlocking turn 3 Ghalta. Oh, Kiora. Absolutely fantastic cut. Although we only have 1 copy, so I've seen her once today on my lunch break. Might kill Marauding here, unfortunately. Or Zav control, maybe. But I think it definitely makes sense to have at least 1 copy of Kiora. We have Wayward Swordtooth plus Topiary Stomper. Both of those things drawing a card whenever they enter the battlefield. Previously, most often I would just use Topiary Stomper, cheap Dino. that meets the requirement of Kiora. But with the combination Wayward, Topiary, maybe I should add in a couple copies of Kiora. I think I should definitely explore that. But we'll pop the clue, see what we get. Still have enough to play Marauding Raptor here. Maybe it's something else nice instead. Oh, not quite. Stomping Ground it is. Hopefully next turn getting to 7 lands and turning on Topiary here. But Esper control, now that we're seeing. Blue, black, and white. The nastiest of combinations, I feel. Somebody or both things are dying right here. Wayward? I like seeing Wayward. Don't know that he's going to resolve, but... And I think the Great Henge should be something I consider. Maybe a couple copies of that. We certainly have things that can potentially be very big, nasty powers. Boom, we're at 7. I like it. Hopefully no Settle the Wreckage. Oh, I jinxed myself, folks. And there is only one basic land that we can search for, so I guess in these scenarios it does help a little bit. At least having 6 basics, 7 potentially. I think I want to have 6. Going down to 5 really does seem a little bit too low for me. Rift Globe. Nah, I don't feel like taking that out. If they drop a Doom Foretold, I think there could be Doom Foretold somewhere in here. It's going to be nice. Boseiju taking it out. Luckily we still have Wayward Swordtooth, although something bad might be happening to him this turn. Hey, we get a clue. It's not nothing. Get a land. But 100% Boseiju is staying in. Yeah. Gotta be Doom Foretold. Something. Maybe Raptor Hatchling will chip away. At least we'll get a little bit of a poke with that scary thing. And they only have 2 things left, so hopefully we get a body at some point. We have enough lands, and definitely I'm not going above 26. Potentially sometimes if I sideboard in some stuff I might get to that point. A couple extra blast zones or scavenger grounds against graveyard strategies. Maybe even go to 25 lands. Shatter Skull. You know what? I'm just gonna swing away. See what happens. Maybe the wall will want to block Wayward. Hard to say. Ooh. They're gonna get rid of Wayward. Fatal Push is it is good. Hopefully they have a bunch of Doom Foretolds in hand and they just don't want to play them because we got Boseiju. Yeah, this gotta be Doom Foretold. Filigree, bunch of artifacts and stuff. Gaining life, drawing cards. Hey, cut. There's that Kiora you were hoping for. Hopefully she survives. I mean, we could take out... Next turn we can take out the Filigree Familiar and the wall if... Yeah, we should be able to. Shattered Skull Smashing, we could pay the total of 6, so we can take out 2 things, actually. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense if they can't take out Raptor Hatchling. They might have Fatal Push to take out the token, perhaps. I could see that being a possibility. Oh yeah, grindy matchups. Oh. Well, they're getting rid of Shatterskull, unfortunately. Nuts. But definitely is. No. Maybe 26 is too much. We gotta draw a creature at some point here. At least we don't have to worry about the wall smacking us, because it can't. Play that Doom Foretold. You know you wanna. Okay, at least Kiora will only go down to 5. We still have... it's still pretty healthy, 5 loyalty. We can untap a bunch of stuff, draw a bunch of stuff, and hope they don't have a counter spell. Lands for days, my goodness. I think we have it. We almost have exactly half the lands in the deck. Wow. Ugh. Ouch. Not so fun, but hey, that's how it goes. Oh, we got a body. No counter spells. Good stuff, good stuff. We're off to the races here, folks. Will it survive a turn? Okay. It does. Rite of Belzenlock. I might want to take that out. Yeah. Oh, good, good, good. No counterspell. No oh, hey, cut. Here's the boom, the value. The power. Do I want to swing with stuff? I could see myself swinging with stuff. See what they do with Marauding. Stuff can't take it out. They only have a total of 2 damage to deal with it. So that's kind of nice. If we can get Ghalta next turn, anybody that draws a card. I'm liking it. Oh, it's a Dance of the Manse. Esper. Oh, interesting. Which they still have Doom Foretold in here, but that will do it. 100%. Interesting. I faced a Dance of the Manse deck probably a couple days ago, but we do have something that gets rid of graveyards, and well, they brought their artifacts back from the graveyard and or non-aura enchantments. So read it for you guys here in case anybody isn't too familiar. It's not a common card, but for X, a white and a blue, return up to X target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with mana value X or less, from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creatures in addition to their other types. So they bring back a bunch of stuff that normally isn't a body, but now it's a 4/4 plus all the enter the battlefield benefits. Lights out on our chances after that happens. Not so much targeting us. Well, they did a bit. Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, actually. Yeah, I could see Leyline of Combustion doing the trick. Trim Commune. What did I... I was wondering. I was at 61. What did I bring in? It was Scavenger Grounds. Not a whole lot of counter spells, mostly just killing stuff. I'm going to hope for max speed. Hope for the best. Think there's a good chance, but if it goes to game 3, switch things up and bring in Carnage Torrent at least. But maybe should have kept Commune to... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh my goodness. That's What you want to see, folks? What you want to see? I'll go with Rockfall Vale to start, just in case we don't need to play Scavenger Grounds right away. We might need to maximize our sources of red and sources of green for all this stuff. We still will get to go Topiary Stomper at least next turn when they do kill Huntmaster. Bit of push. Infernal Grasp, okay. Fantastic that they did that. Wow. We'll play a second one plus Marauding for one, and if we get another source of green next turn and everything survives, we see Ghalta. Oh boy, let's go. Okay, never mind. Still not bad. We still get Wayward for 2, Topiary for 2. Actually, Wayward for 2 plus. What am I thinking? Yeah, we're doing this. Alright. They need removal for the queen or they're dead. I like it. But, hey, that's to be expected. Quite alright. We got Topiary this turn, getting us to 5 plus this second Marauding. Not quite at 10 permanents for Wayward, unfortunately, but still hitting them for 6. They need a sweeper this turn. That's not a sweeper. They need to take out one of the Maraudings or a sweeper. Yes. There we go. Maximum speed even when it's removal. We still get it done. I'm going to keep it like that. I feel pretty positive. Dance of the Manse, that's quite a bit later on. They would need to spend a total of 8 mana for Dance of the Manse. The white and the blue plus 6 for X to bring all those permanents, the artifacts and enchantments back as 4/4 creatures. So we don't have to worry about it too much. I think there's a good chance, even if we don't see Scavenger Grounds early on, we would only need it a decent bit later. They gotta be a little bit shook from that game. Ooh. I'm going to go with it, even though we don't have a guaranteed 2 mana untapped for turn 2. Usable for Marauding Raptor here. It could work out quite well still. Got to be Rootbound Crag again if we don't draw a mountain or a forest. No, that's okay. It's okay. We'll have 3 next turn with this second Rockfall Vale. May be able to go Marauding plus Raptor Hatchling, but I think just Topiary Stomper to ramp us. Interesting. Containment Priest, that's not doing a whole lot for him. I cast all my creatures, so yeah, that's alright. Let's try for Topiary Stomper. Possibly could have gone Wayward, but I only have 1 extra land in hand. Wayward possibly wouldn't be helping us out too much. If I had 2 extra lands at the moment, I would have tried for Wayward. That's alright. They don't have a counter spell. We got the benefit already from Topiary Stomper. Grabbing a land out of our deck instead of playing an extra one from our hand is certainly better. Okay. Kiora for 3, Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully. Counterspell. Okay, that's pretty good. Nuts. Void Rend, though, that's pretty nice. They got rid of it on Marauding, so they may not have a whole lot more removal for other stuff. We're at 5, technically at 6 with Kiora, and could be at 7 with Shatterskull if we needed to. See if they have a counterspell, but we'll definitely play Regisaur Alpha here. Okay, hey, there we go. We're drawing something. Possibly playing Huntmaster or Marauding Raptor if we're lucky enough to get him. Or Ghalta. Oh! Not quite, okay. Stomping Ground it is. We got good bodies. Let's swing. Interesting. They don't know how trample works. We still get through that full amount of damage. Probably. Good, good stuff. Another Containment Priest, not too helpful for him at the moment. Hopefully. There's no sweeper. But they know bad stuff is happening. We got 3 things in hand. There's probably a pretty good chance something nasty is there. At the very least, we will be drawing 1 card next turn. Oh, okay. That's pretty good too. Stopping us from drawing things. Alright. Wayward Swordtooth. Let's see what happens. With Shatterskull, we would be at 4 to play Ghalta. I think this might draw something out. Faithful Absence, not so bad. Still good player. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Shatterskull smashing. Let's play that tapped. Let's swing. Very nice. We still have a second copy of Ghalta, so if they have removal for her, we still get to play her next turn. If they have removal, they're going to use it on her. Nuts. Wish we had a second copy in our hand. Let's see what this clue gets us. And then we'll play Huntmaster, and then we'll play Ghalta and see what draws out what. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Well, they need 5 plus that to make it a creature, so we don't have to worry about it. Huntmaster it is. And another copy. Oh, well. Boom. Something for someone. Here's to hoping there is no sweeper. Yes. Oh, got him. Esper control. Oof, that match took a long time. My goodness. Wow. But definitely cut. In the grindy matchups, having that Kiora, maybe a couple other things that really allow us to draw a bunch of cards when we do play creatures of a certain power, or just creatures in general, because there is so much. Grook's Uprising, of course, probably should be something I consider, at least with this variation. Maybe switching Commune with Dinosaurs for Garruk's Uprising. Although digging 5 for a single green just to find that fantastic heavy hitter, maybe that Ghalta, as sometimes happens. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Very good overall. Some hits, some misses, some fantastic moments, and we saw the Queen pretty much every game. Definitely every match. That was fantastic. So hopefully you guys had a good time watching right now, later on. Have a good night, good morning, evening, afternoon, and hope to see you next time. Yes. Oh, yes. Some good additions. I think overall this is definitely one of my favorite variations. Yeah. Peace. Have a good one.